of Life. The Spice of Life, Adam from Central Park presenters.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, I enjoy the Spice of Life. I have a huge hot sauce collection, and I can instantly tell the difference between a jalapeno and the much hotter habanero. I like to think I can eat anything, the hottest vindaloo or curry, no problem. And all my friends know this about me, probably because I brag about it all the time. So recently, my friend Mike comes up to me and he says, Adam, I've got a challenge for you. The hottest hot wings. The hottest hot wings. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? I eat hundreds of hot wings. This belly here is like 35% hot wings. The rest is an even split between burgers and beer. Okay, hot wings, no problem. He says, no, these are different. These are the hottest hot wings. Okay, I say, challenge accepted. So the venue for this challenge is a place called Wings. Their specialty is wings. They've got all different kinds of hot wings. Mild wings, medium wings, hot wings, extra hot wings, stupidly hot wings, and then Bobby wings. Bobby wings are at the top of the list. These are the wings that I want. So we get there, we order a couple of beers, we sit down, and I order a plate of these Bobby wings. And the waitress kind of looks at me, looks me up and down and says, nope, you don't want those. You'll regret it. And I'm saying, look, obviously you haven't heard of my reputation. I can handle the hot wings. Bring me a plate of the Bobby wings. She says, okay, I'll be back with the paperwork. I'm thinking, what is this? Do I have to sign like a lease or something? Hot wings, what is the deal here? She leaves and she comes back with this disclaimer, and it's full of all this legal language saying, I hereby waive the right towards any legal action against Wings Restaurant or any of its subsidiaries as a result of the consequences that can, may, and will happen to me after eating these hot wings. So I signed the form. Now, after that night, I made a new resolution for myself. Never again will I sign a legally binding document with one hand while holding a beer in the other hand. It's a bad idea. But it's too late now. She takes the form, she puts the order in, and my imagination starts going wild. I'm imagining this crazy witch in the kitchen cackling over this cauldron of the hottest hot wings known to mankind. A few minutes goes by, the waitress is back. She's got this plate piled high with these wings, and the color is this deep, dark red. It looks like they've been fried in the fires of hell. So I maintain my composure. I take a bite. Interesting flavor. Is that a hint of cinnamon? I finish a couple more, and the heat starts to build. I can't imagine how hot these things are. This is the hottest thing I've ever eaten. So I reach for some water, and I drink what I consider to be a reasonable amount of water. My friend says, okay, you're going to need to go to the washroom. And I say, how do you know? And he says, because I just watched you drink that entire pitcher of water. He's got a little piece of advice for me. He wants me to use the Bluetooth technique. The Bluetooth technique means going completely hands-free. So I'm trying to figure out what he means by this. And meanwhile, I'm dripping sweat from the heat of these hot wings, and I go and I wipe my forehead, and suddenly my face is on fire. And I realize what he means is anything that I touch with these fingers will become immediately inflamed. So I have to be very careful. So I go and I manage with the Bluetooth technique. Very thankful, he's a good friend for warning me. And I get back and I am determined to finish this plate of wings. Nothing is going to stop me from finishing this plate of wings. It is man versus food. At this point, my reputation is on the line. if I can't finish these hot wings, how can I continue to boast obnoxiously about how I can eat any kind of hot food? So I sit back down again, and I start eating wings faster and faster. It's the only thing you can do. The longer it takes, the more it's going to hurt. I'm eating these hot wings, and I'm sweating, and I'm drinking water, I'm drinking beer, I'm drinking anything that I can find. Finally, I get to the last wing, and I finish it. And there's a plate of bones sitting in front of me, and I'm sitting there like this. And the waitress comes back. She is impressed. I showed her. Not a lot of people can come in and eat a whole plate of these hot wings. So she asked me, how do you feel? And I say, well, my face hurts. My fingers hurt. My stomach feels like I've swallowed an angry badger that's now digging around in there looking for something. But I did finish the Bobby Wing Challenge, so I do feel pretty good about that. So she asks, will there be anything else? And we say, no, we've got a movie to catch, me and my friend. So we get the bill, and for the next 2.5 hours, I'm sitting there in the movie theater like this, with my fingers out front, even though I've washed my hands 3 or 4 times at this point. Still, if I touch anything like my eye or my forehead or something, it's gonna hurt. And it actually hurts to breathe at this point. My throat is still inflamed. The only thing that feels good is to take a big gulp of fresh air. So I'm sitting there in the theater like this. My friend is pretending that he doesn't know me anymore. But the lesson that I've learned is that if you're ever in a situation where you're wondering, what have I gotten myself into? Why did I sign that form? You probably, like me, enjoy the spice of life. But remember, those consequences that they warn you about, they are not kidding. Thank you.